Robyn Preston, member for Hawkesbury here. I'm in Canoelands at Canoelands Orchard, and this is the hidden gem. It's laden with beautiful stone fruits. We've got strawberry picking and blueberry picking today. It's a pick your own farm to come to. But look, we're here today with Minister Kevin Anderson, and we're looking at the safe work practices for farmers. Let's take a look. So visitors would come here for a pick-your-own experience?
Yes.
And they would pick what sort of things?
So our main harvest is nectarines, peaches and plums, but we also have we're just about to start strawberries, we have blueberries, we have pomegranate, persimmon, citrus, all planted, and some apples planted, but they're all just starting.
So let's go and have a look at the strawberries and the blueberries, shall we? Okay.
Certainly.
Hang on. Get this one. They're beautiful. That's like nectar.
That's sweetest.
That's the best strawberry I've ever tasted. They've got no taste in the shops. That's beautiful.
They put them out the back and they hold them for months, don't they?
The leaves only last a couple
That's
of years.
lovely.
On the ground on it.
Is that right?
So that'll be
How old are
there's a nut
these?
one there.
How old are they, Nathan?
They're about 10, 12, I think.
So when do you
12 years old.
start getting fruit? Is it the first 7 years that you don't
Second
get
year
fruit?
they'll grow.
Yeah.
Like they take off. Second you'll get a crop, and then just from then on.
So after the second year?
Yeah.
That's pretty good because apple trees are about 7 years before you get fruit.
Oh, look, they're a bit. Yeah, the size. These grow really fast, like weeds, pretty much.
Oh, look at that.
You must be but what a great day in the office.
Oh,
Don't you reckon?
and
How
the
lucky are
traffic
you?
I've got to go through. I've got to walk from the house to the shed.
So this
Dead set pain.
this new research project that we're doing looks into the safety work practices for farmers and their staff. What sort of issues have you noticed that have been something you want to address or we need to look at?
Apart from the obvious dramas of nature, everything else.
But, is there heavy equipment they've got to lift or take into consideration, or the farming machinery? Are there safe practices that you put in place there for your team?
Well, I'm regarded as the worst case risk for farmers.
You're high risk in the farm.
I am very high risk.
Why is that?
Because I've been around so long.
How old are you now?
74.
74.
I think I know what I'm doing, and I've been there, I've done everything, and I've lost respect for a lot of stuff.
So now and again you have to remind yourself of what are the safe work practices on a farm, for example.
I'm particularly driving a tractor and that sort of
Okay.
stuff. Well, see, the first thing I did when I started growing stone fruit, I jumped on a plane and I went to every stone fruit growing company in the world. I
Okay.
went to the US, I went to Italy, I went to New Zealand, I went everywhere.
And you use best practice from there and brought it
and
here.
I come home,
Yep.
and my wife said to me, she said, well, what have we learnt? Australians are pretty good farmers. Australians are pretty good farmers. And so I had a good friends in the industry, and they just said, stay home, go farming. And people asked me on advice and what I learned by going overseas, and my comment's still the same.
We do it
Stay
better
home,
here?
Stay
Oh,
home, go
100%
farming.
we do.
We do good stuff.
Some of our R&D in the agricultural sector is first class.
Yeah,
It's world benchmark stuff. It's awesome.
So this is a pretty old farm, isn't it?
Well, 100 years ago.
100
Dad.
years ago.
Yeah.
In the same family.
Yeah.
What was
bought
your
this
dad's
100
name?
years ago.
What was your dad's name?
Cecil Christie. Yeah.
Cecil
Actually,
Christie.
John Cecil Christie.
John Cecil.
John, what made you go into some of the service sort of elements that you're doing? Your education and awareness, bringing the kids in, all of that sort of stuff.
Jamie's
the cafes,
Jamie's
I mean,
responsible for that.
There's a book in there. Jamie couldn't sleep one night, so she sat up and wrote a book on bees.
Ah,
On bees?
Yeah.
bees.
It's
Okay.
maybe. Jamie wrote that book, and she has a great ability to think past where I am. I'm the spanners in the world type person.
And she's
Jamie's
got the innovative
computer.
mind. Yeah. So Jamie, part of the quirkiness of coming to the orchard here at Canoelands is the other attractions such as the honey and the jams that you make. Tell us a little bit about those.
So the jams are all made with our own produce. My mother-in-law makes those, so that's Mars jam. And then the honey's all produced here on the farm also, and it is Pa's honey, because my father-in-law is
Ma and
beekeeper.
Pa. Okay, right. Pa's honey here. Yep.
Yeah.
And there's different types of honey though. What have you
So
got?
the honey is all the same wildflower honey.
Right.
Although we do infusions. So these ones, they've got some ginger, some lavender, macadamia.
Beautiful.
Chili infused, cinnamon infused, turmeric infused. And then we have some smoked honeys. So they've been smoked with manuka wood chip or with nectarine wood chip, just to give it a slightly smoky flavour.